The race for Leicester City, wonderkid Jeremy Monga, is intensifying, with more than half of the Premier League preparing moves for the teenage sensation, including the likes of Manchester United, Arsenal and Manchester City. Team Talk can exclusively reveal. Monga has long been on the radar of England's elite clubs, but last summer he turned down multiple approaches to commit his immediate future to Leicester by signing scholarship terms shortly after making his Premier League debut. The winger featured for the Foxes, aged just 15 years and 271 days, becoming one of the youngest players ever to appear in the Premier League. Despite Leicester's relegation, he remained with the club and has continued his rapid development this season, racking up more than 20 appearances this season. However, with Leicester now facing the prospect of a further drop into League One, Monga's future is firmly under the spotlight. Our sources understand that manunited, Arsenal and Man City are all primed to make formal approaches for the youngster, who cannot sign a professional contract with Leicester until he turns 17 in July. A host of other Premier League sides are also monitoring the situation closely. Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle United, Aston Villa, Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford have all registered an interest in the highly rated attacker. But the battle for Monga is not limited to England, as sources have confirmed that European heavyweights Real Madrid, Juventus and Borussia Dortmund are also keeping a close eye on his progress. A move abroad could prove particularly attractive, as it would allow any interested club to secure his signature for only minimal compensation under current regulations. Leicester, however, are not giving up hope of keeping hold of one of their brightest prospects. Sources indicate the Foxes are preparing to offer Monga a professional contract as soon as he turns 17, and believe the promise of regular first-team football could prove decisive in convincing him to stay, rather than progressing through academy systems elsewhere. While Leicester remain keen to retain him, the growing level of interest, both domestically and across Europe, means they are facing an increasingly difficult fight. The 16-year-old became the Foxes' youngest ever goal scorer in August, when he netted the club's only goal in the 2-1 defeat to Preston North End. Aged 16 years and 37 days old, his goal also saw him become the youngest goal scorer in Championship history, beating the previous record that had been held by Jude Bellingham, who set the previous mark when scoring for Birmingham City in 2019, aged 16 years and 63 days. In the ongoing campaign, the left winger, valued at £8 million by Transfermarkt, has been one of the shining lights for Leicester, despite their poor run of form, with the club currently sitting in 23rd place and at risk of relegation. Despite most of his 28 appearances in all competitions being cameos, he has shown remarkable qualities, completing 84.0% of his passes and 66.7% of his long balls, and being reliable in defensive situations, making 29 recoveries and 10 tackles. However, with Leicester facing the prospect of relegation to League One, the youngster is back on the radar of several clubs, including manunited, who are closely monitoring his situation, according to the report. The report adds that the 13-time Premier League champions are now preparing to launch a swoop for the winger's transfer to Old Trafford next summer. While Leicester are keen on retaining their academy graduates at the club by offering a professional contract when he turns 17, the East Midlands outfit face a tough battle on their hands, as United are poised to make a formal approach for the Englishman, Team Talk adds. However, United face stern competition from Monga's signature, as the report claims that Arsenal and Manchester City are plotting a swoop on the youngster, while other rivals, including Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle United, Aston Villa, Brighton and Hove Albion, Brentford, Real Madrid, Juventus and Borussia Dortmund, are also keen on the English U19 star. United return to Premier League action on Monday night, when they host relegation-battling Leeds United at Old Trafford, as they look to strengthen their grip on third position. Manchester United are one of the sides, showing an interest in signing Leicester City winger Jeremy Monga. But they face plenty of competition for his signature, according to a report from Team Talk. Alongside improving their starting sheet with senior players ready to make an impact, United have also looked to bring in young talent from around the world as part of a long-term plan. The likes of Aiden Heaven, Diego Leon, Chido Obi, and Lenny Yoro are among those to have arrived through the door as youngsters, with all four signed to make an impact in the future rather than immediately. There's no doubt, United will need to bring in players capable of making an immediate impact in the summer transfer window, but they'll be looking to find a balance alongside up-and-coming talent.